A unique performance is getting ready to lift off at the Oregon State Fair. We are on the go with Joe, who's live in Salem to show us a new act called the Jetpack Flying Water Circus. Color me intrigued.
Yes, we'll get to that in just a second, Kim. This is Troy, actually. He's with the act that you're talking about. Before we get to that, did want to mention the Oregon State Fair. We announced this earlier in the show, but for those of you just tuning in, as many of you know, of course, there's a mask mandate. You are required to wear a mask here at the Oregon State Fair. So to encourage that, starting today, they're giving out 1,600 of passes a day, every day throughout the rest of the fair through Labor Day, for people for wearing their masks correctly. So if you got your nose and your mouth covered, basically they'll be going around. If you have your mask on correctly, you can get one or two of these passes. And by the way, they're good for this year and next year as well. So you could get your admission to the fair in 2022 covered just for wearing a mask like you're supposed to be doing anyways. So bear that in mind. Now, this is, as Kim was just saying, a new addition. This is Troy with the Nerveless Knox. And you participated in a show that the fair has been billing as the Jetpack Flying Water Circus. Okay, there's a lot of words there, Troy. You've got a jet ski here. Tell us a little bit about kind of what the show's all about.
So we got a hose attached to the back of the jet ski here, and basically all the water gets rerouted through this hose out to the bottom of the board. So when my driver gives me gas, I go up in the air. The more gas he gives me, the higher I go. And yeah, we put on a show for the crowd out here, and we've had a positive response, and we're having a lot of fun.
I've ridden stuff kind of like this, to very mixed results, I must say. How far up do you get in these things? Because I know you can, you can be like Iron Man in these things, kind of.
Upwards of 60 feet.
60 feet?
60 feet, yeah, we can get really high if we want to.
Okay, and by the way, this pool is not a very deep pool. This looks like, what, maybe 4 feet or something like that?
3.5, 4 feet.
Okay, so, I mean, do you ever have, a crash water landing?
Well, that's what we practice for. We go through a lot of training and a lot of preparation that goes into this. So luckily we haven't had any incidents, and things have been going really well for us.
Okay, now, we are getting ready to show this for you. Here's the thing, Kim. So these guys are based out of Florida, right? Which, makes a lot of sense. Their jet ski is not used to Oregon mornings where it's a little bit cold right now. We were going to have them performing in this segment, but it's not starting. So here's the hope, is that in our next half hour at 8:45, we're going to get the jet ski up and running, and we're going to see Troy here flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Are you ready for that, my friend?
I'm so ready.
Now, in addition to that, you do have performances. When are you here at the fair? When can people check you out in person?
We'll be here through next Monday and show.
Is it every day you got a show?
Every day at 12 o'clock, 4:30, and 7:30.
Okay, so we're going to warm up the jet ski, and hopefully in our next half hour, Kim, we're going to see Troy flying over the water here from the Oregon State Fair. That's coming up in just a bit. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Okay, Joe, for some reference, this is going to be about 4 stories, I think 60 feet is, so we'll have to see what happens here. We're looking forward to this. This is going to be a very exciting morning.
Let's just hope it starts. Maybe you can give it a little push start.
I hope it does, yeah.
Get
okay.
that thing going.